All right. Hey YouTube, this is Caleb, and today I'm going to make the first video for the nutrition part of the school community. And here I'm not going to go over like macros or micros or anything like that. I'm just going to start off with this simple system that I wouldn't say that I invented. That'll be going too far. But it's kind of like a general guideline on how you're supposed to eat in a healthy manner. And this is something that I would recommend a lot to any beginners who are just starting out, who are just kind of like confused on, what you should be eating and how you're supposed to eat, what your portions should be. So I just kind of want to go through that first. And then as we go deeper into that part of nutrition, we can then go into more advanced things and I can explain more things. But as of now, I just want to go over this first idea of kind of just eating healthy and being able to choose what you should be able to eat. Um, and the way I kind of do this is I always use a mix and match approach to dieting and eating and stuff like that. And what I mean is, here, I'll give you guys an example. I'll take like a food group or I would take a macronutrient. To make it simple, I'm just going to pick a food group. So the way I would usually eat, I'll have some type of meat, because that's where I get most of my protein. I'll have some form of carbs, and then I would have meat, carbs, and probably like vegetables. Now, vegetables are carbs, but I like to keep it separate in terms of food groups because not all. I eat vegetables for nutrition, not necessarily for like a particular amount of carbohydrates. So what I mean by like carbs and like how it's separate from vegetables, when I say carbs, I'm talking like maybe bread or rice or like whatever is like loaded with carbs. Even like fruit like pineapples that's loaded with carbs. Here, let me write that down. So you got bread, rice, maybe throw in a little pasta. You can throw in fruit. Just things that are like dense with carbs. I'll even throw like honey too, just to make another one. Vegetables, I would just have that just for nutrition. I wouldn't rely on vegetables for my total amount of carbohydrates. And then meat that's where I get my protein from. And that's where most of you guys should get your protein from since meat is the best source that you can get for protein. And then I would just have, I don't know, if we did like a drink, maybe like just water. You can do milk if milk works for you. Even like fruit juices, right? And the reason why I like this system is because it's very customizable. Let me actually write that down. So you can, I did not change color. So you can have a ton of fun. Can I even spell? Okay, there we go. You can have a ton of fun with this diet because it's not really restrictive at all. It's, you get to choose what you get to eat as long as it like kind of like fits in this like food group system. And this is a template that I actually made for one of my clients that I have right now. So she obviously she knows to eat healthy. She just kind of needed like a general guideline, and that's what I provided like with this for her specifically. So here I'll just kind of like list like different like protein sources. I got chicken, turkey, lean beef, fish, shrimp, eggs. And for carbs, I gave her like a lot of different options: brown rice, sweet potatoes, oats. I even gave her like some options for fats, like avocados and salmon and beef. And the reason why I think this works so well for like so many people is because again that customization, that ability to literally just you get to pick what you want to eat. it doesn't feel super restrictive. You don't have to force yourself to eat the same bullshit every day. Like eventually you're gonna get tired of it, but you actually get to just choose and have fun with your diet. And if you understand like how to cook on top of that, like you'll have a blast and you'll actually be able to enjoy the food that you're eating. And that food is actually like nutritious for you. You wouldn't have to like be miserable and just not want to eat the food, right? I just feel like there's so many guys who just struggle with eating like healthy because they just don't know how to cook, and they don't know like that they don't have to eat the same shit every day. They can have fun with it. Um and this system, this is like what I use personally. This is like what I use on a day-to-day basis. Like there was a point in time where I used to be that guy who used to eat like the same shit because it was healthy, and I don't think I've been on like the same like kind of meal plan structure for like a while back. It was like a year maybe, like an entire year just like eating the same things, like, and I wasn't as good of a cook as I was now, so it's not like I knew how to make like all these different recipes to make the food delicious. So it kind of just made me miserable just not knowing how to diversify what I eat, and not being able to enjoy what I'm eating because you know obviously you should have discipline, and you should like stay on your meal plan and be on track, but there's a point where you have to have some sort of balance where you can actually enjoy what you're eating that's both like fun and nutritious, and that helps you live your lifestyle. And that's always why I try to advocate cooking, and I try to advocate for this like this mix and match kind of style of eating where you just get to eat what you want as long as it serves you. um then by all means just eat it, right? I don't necessarily believe in restrictive dieting, right? I don't believe in the fucking just the chicken breast, white rice and broccoli type of diet. Like it's just, to me it's just like complete like waste of time. And I don't think anybody should just be eating chicken breast, white rice and broccoli every day, multiple times a day. I mean, for one, it's not even that nutritious, and two, it's bland as hell. And it makes perfect sense why people just don't want to like. If that's your impression of what it means to eat healthy, then it makes sense why you wouldn't ever want to eat healthy, right? I remember when I was a kid, that's kind of like how my parents would cook, so they wouldn't, especially my mom and my grandmother, right? So when I had to like rely on them for food as a kid, they always like critically underseasoned the food, and it was kind of for my own safety in air quotes, because they wouldn't put like any like salt, or like they wouldn't like add any flavoring, because I don't know, they thought it was like too much for me as a kid or something like that, like it was some like dangerous, I guess, which never made sense to me. And they wouldn't really like know how to like cook properly, or they just didn't want to invest the time to like make super good meals like all the time. I mean, they know how to cook, they just don't do it like every time, especially like when I was a kid and like they were busy. So eventually the way I got myself to eat healthy was to like learn how to make foods that are both enjoyable for me to eat, and using this mix and match system definitely helped me out. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this system and just kind of like this part of life where like you learn how to cook and you enjoy your meals. In the next videos I'm kind of gonna go like deeper into like macros and micros, but here I just want to like share this with y'all and see if this can help anybody. So yeah, that's it for me. Hope y'all have a good one.